off on another adventure. This trim new cruiser is plowing through the seas on a 25,000-mile trip headed for Alexandria, Egypt. She has a lively crew aboard, and blue jacket after blue jacket takes shore leave and goes right to Cairo, the mysterious city of mosques and minarets. These men of warsmen are experienced tourists, and they've jumped aboard a camel, headed for the Sphinx and the pyramids. And just in case you don't know, this is how it feels on the deck of a camel. Wow, it's a good thing the sailors never get seasick. History tells us that the Sphinx is a lady, so it's no wonder that the blue jackets give her such a once-over. All hands are back aboard, and the ship plows through that grand old desert ditch separating Asia and Africa, the Suez Canal. This waterway makes a journey from Europe to the Far East a matter of weeks, where before Suez it took months. The next visit is that strange village on the Red Sea, Port Sudan, the home of Rudyard Kipling's Fuzzy-Wuzzy. And we find all the Fuzzy-Wuzzies are right on hand to greet the United States Navy. Berbera is the entrance to British Somaliland. Here, wandering tribes of the desert come to see the Navy. Never before have these remote people seen Americans. The Navy acts as an ambassador of goodwill and friendship, showing our flag to nations of the world. And here's a new way of coming ashore, the coolie chair. That's service. And then to return the thrill, the boys let the natives in on the mysteries of the grand old American pastime. Casey himself at bat. Steaming through the Indian Ocean, we come to Mombasa, the entrance to darkest Africa, so called. Really, the sun shines here all the time. Mombasa is where the big game hunters disembark to start into the jungle. And leave it to the Navy. It doesn't take them long to meet the jungle beasts. Some lions. Off the African coast is Zanzibar, the island of spices. The British fleet is on hand to salute our ship, and then Jack goes ashore to meet his British cousin. After some of the native hookers have demonstrated the latest in dance steps, the three wise men of Zanzibar come to extend a welcome to the tars. About 2 days' cruise out into the Indian Ocean, and the ship reaches Tamatave, the chief seaport of a French colony made famous by circus sideshow barkers, Madagascar. A steady downpour doesn't dampen the spirit of the welcoming committee one bit, and maybe you don't think the natives were glad to see the blue jackets. It gave them an excuse for a holiday, and how they like holidays. makes the boys imagine they're back on Broadway, and so the natives get a real treat, Navy style. The ship is now well into South African waters and heads for Durban, principal seaport of Natal and one of the finest cities in Africa. This picturesque rickshaw boy, all done up in horns and feathers like an African chieftain, seems to like the idea of being starred in the movie. At the tip of the continent is Capetown, the colorful metropolis of South Africa. The tars have been looking forward to this stop on the cruise, and from the beautiful harbor, they hasten ashore to enjoy the many interesting sights of this busy city. The modest cottage where Cecil Rhodes, the great British statesman, lived, and the handsome memorial erected by South Africans in his honor are shrines which are always seen by visitors to Cape Town. Rounding the Cape, the ship now tastes the sparkling waters of the South Atlantic and presently drops anchor at St. Helena, the lonely isle where Napoleon spent his last days in exile. The simple tomb where his body was first laid away is marked by a plain marble slab, and the small villa in which Napoleon meditated on his past glories has been preserved to posterity. The great African adventure now over, the cruiser is homeward bound, and its long days at sea are broken up with novel games of Navy invention. Loaded with rich experiences and with her personnel well trained, the cruiser steams on to rejoin the fleet in home water.